Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is AJ from the Paladin Journal, and this is another toy unboxing video for you guys. The last one we did for this franchise, it was a really cool one. We did the Thundercats collab with Master of the Universe, and we did a Battle Catman unboxing. This one today is also an equally important one for me. Very special as well. This is a figure that I really wanted as a kid. It's a character that I really enjoyed watching on the various cartoons, whether it's Filmation or the 200X one, or even on Netflix. I think he was on Netflix. I'm not sure. But either way, I think he's one of the coolest characters that was ever created for the franchise. And this one, while it is not it is not a vintage figure specifically for the Origins line, or even the Origins version, or one of the many different versions that have come out over the years. And this one does look very different from all these other ones. I think it's still a very special case. And I'm gonna do the guy right now, and it is dun, 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 Vintage Collection Stratos. Now I'm not sure exactly what the huge difference is, other than the size of the model, because this is 7 inch, whereas the other guys, they're all 5 inch, 5.5 inches, other than the New Eternia Beastman and the Savage Eternia Merman, or the 40th anniversary She-Ra. But this is a pretty badass looking figure, guys. And it's just like his helmet, his wings, the jetpack thing he has, you know, the back art and everything is so evocative of the 80s art, especially from like the mini comics. And he has such an interesting history as well, right? Because he was originally conceived as a villain as part of Skeletor's forces, but then they changed the idea on release, even though the mini comics still portrayed him as a villain, I believe. But he launched on the cartoons as one of the greatest allies of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So really cool looking figure. And I got this just a few days ago, and it is something that I've been wanting to open really badly ever since. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this guy up. So stick around for the jump, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back from the jump, and as you can see here, this guy is really built solid. Like, he's actually slightly taller than the New Eternia Beastman, which is like not an easy comparison to make, because these figures are huge. 7 inches, he's like really beefy looking, and my god, I think it looks fantastic in this scale. The regular 5.5 inch version, if I were to put one of these characters next to him, they would look so tiny. They're looking like babies. That's actually insane how big he looks. Just that a 1.5 inch difference, man. And so the really cool thing that I see now after opening the box with Stratos is that he comes with 2 sets of accessories, full accessories. Like on the figure right now, he has a blue jetpack and he has red wings. But in the kit, you get also red jetpack and blue wings. So you can like mix and match, or have him go one color however you want. And also there's a couple of extra hands, if you want to just give him that look that he's soaring through the sky. That's really cool. Definitely getting lots of points on that front. The box actually says that it has 30 points of articulation, which I can very easily believe. Like on him right now, there's points of articulation on both legs at these points, 1 and 2. There's articulation right here, of course. There's articulation in the knee itself. And here, hands, of course. Triple articulation on the arm itself. So you got 1 point here, a second point right here, and a third point right here. And of course, with his face as well. Not much, but significant enough for when you're playing and you want to do some kind of a heroic pose or whatever, I suppose. Looking really good. I mean, I have to give props for this fact that, um, comes with two sets of accessories like this in both colors, which is like, I don't think we see that kind of thing on any of the other models, at least to my knowledge, which is admittedly very limited. But I think that's really cool. So if you want to do some sort of a custom on another figure, you very well could. Like you take, say, maybe He-Man right there, and you want to do some kind of a kit bash on that one. You have all the material for it. It would involve a lot of painting, that's for sure. But if you have a vintage collection sized He-Man, just take the head off, put on a different one, 3D printed one, or you could have if there's a vintage collection Tila, you could do that. There's so many possibilities, right, for doing kit bashes like that. Green stuff would help amazingly. So that's where I think there's a lot of potentiality for this action figure. And like, look at him up close. It is huge, man. Like, the articulation is a little tighter than I would prefer. I would say it's more like a 6.5, a 7, and depending on how you do some stuff here, while it's nice to have the articulation on these points, they don't exactly line up perfectly, right? Like, I guess if you were trying to do some sort of a pose, it makes sense to have that point there, but like, I don't think it's exactly necessary. Or I guess if you want to do that, where he's like, trying to do some sort of a fitness challenge with He-Man and Beastman and Fisto and some of the other guys, you could have him doing that. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of this figure, I gotta say. The bigger size is like, it's just very triggering in a good way. Like I said, the comparison between the models is pretty. So let's see how he compares to this one. Oh, he's even bigger than this guy. So I think that's like maybe, I want to say it's like this much difference. I want to say that's like maybe an inch. Is it an inch? Yeah, or like 3/4 of an inch. It's significant. It's almost an inch. So it's almost an inch between these guys, or more than an inch. And I think this is actually like half an inch, or like 3/4 of an inch difference, maybe. But this is definitely more than an inch. So that's pretty good. The extra size helps him immensely. Although I wouldn't really put him on this Castle Grayskull necessarily, because it's a little small for his scale. So if there's like a Castle Grayskull that's like sized appropriately for the 7-inch collections, that'll look good. So here we go, Mr. Stratos, King of the Bird People of Avion. And yeah, he's a king, right? So that's like gives him an extra bit of importance as a character, because you look at like the big lineup, we never really get any other king or queen within Eternia. Like, there's King Randor and Queen Marlena, there's Stratos and his wife, and then I don't think there are figures for any of the other ones except like King Grayskull. But then that's like, just going back to the House Grayskull that He-Man belongs to, Randor belongs to, so that's a pretty important thing right there. And overall, very happy with this figure. I would definitely look to collect more. This one was like, it was a, what's it called? The instinctual purchase, whatever the term is. Because this came up on a WhatsApp group that I'm on, and I was like, oh yeah, I want this guy for sure. And the price was really good, like comparable to like modern GI Joe prices. This was really good, it had the vintage collection tag right there. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this, because like the Origins figures from 2021, they are not that easy to get anymore. So I'm trying to slowly collect things, but it's hard when the interest is competing with so many different things, with GI Joe, with these guys, and there's a few other properties I really want to get, like Star Wars and stuff. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, right here, Stratos, top marks for this guy. Lots of great articulation, great accessories in the box. If you can, I would definitely suggest getting this one. Although it means like diffusing the overall look of your collection, I still think it's going to be a really great ad. And he looks so good. It's like mamma mia. So anyways, guys, that's it for the unboxing. Please like the video, share the video, leave a comment, especially. Much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one whenever we do that one. It's not going to be a Motu focused one for a while yet. I think we'll go back to G.I. Joe, but I do have a few things lined up, so we'll see how that works out. Anyways, guys, cheers, bye, love you all.